Hello everyone, Retro Gaming here, bringing another episode of NXT Results for December 14th, 2016. If you do like, please leave one and subscribe. But yeah, to start out this week's episode of NXT, which was a really good episode, in my opinion. I know I say that about every episode of NXT. Not sure about every episode of Raw or SmackDown, but every episode of NXT because I just enjoy all the talent. Some of the talent, like Elias Sampson and stuff, that's the only part I don't like about it, maybe. But, in total, it's really good. But we started out with a recap of Joe and Nakamura's rivalry, just every takeover match and the match in Osaka leading up to now. So each title change. Uh, and that leads into the match that opens the show, which was the NXT Title Steel Cage match. Joe and Nakamura's rivalry is going to culminate in a steel cage. To be honest, it was a good match, but not a very good blow-off match. It just felt like, steel cage match. They didn't use the cage as much as I'd like to see, and the best spot in the match was the Kinshasa from the top rope. But, not really a surprise that Nakamura went over in this one. Joe's probably gonna debut on main soon, in the Rumble, I'm hoping. And what I'm hoping they do with this is, okay, Joe's off, he's waiting, they run him off with an injury and he has to heal up and stuff. And then, Nakamura, he's still champion. And then they just had that fatal four-way, we had the people who are qualified for the fatal four-way match happening next week for a number one contender slot for the NXT Championship. I think Bobby Roode should go over, win the title from Nakamura, say the takeover before the Rumble, and then Joe debuts at number 29. He's like, oh, I got this. And then let's say he eliminates everyone. And then he's just waiting for number 30. He's like, oh, number 30 will be easy. Boom, music hits, room goes dark. Or, well, not music hits before the room goes dark, but the room goes dark. People are wondering, like, oh, who is this? Wait a good 10, 15 seconds, Nakamura's music hits, and then it's a battle to see who will go to WrestleMania to fight for either the Universal or SmackDown, depending on where Joe and Nakamura goes. So if Joe goes SmackDown, WWE World, if Nakamura goes Raw, But I think that'd be a great way to debut both people. Then after that, we had a women's division recap and the current state of it. And to be honest, some of the people in the women's division, like Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, don't really care about them. Liv Morgan does alright. Uh, uh, man, is her name Daria? Daria Desperado or something? I really like her. She comes off as, she's had MMA experience. But, yeah. After that, we had a Billie and Peyton Royce interview. They're blaming everything on Daria. And Daria says, oh, you know what? Next week I want a chance to beat up one of you. And I really liked how she delivered the line and everything. So it looks like we're going to get a match between either Billie Kay and Daria or Peyton Royce and Daria. Then after that, we had our first qualifier for the number one contenders fatal four-way match for the NXT title between Tye Dillinger and Eric Young. Nikki Cross interfered during the match. Young holds her back. Tye Dillinger comes back and is taken out by Domo in the end, and Domo might be joining Sanity. Really liked him. I really liked the look of him and everything. But, yeah. So, Dillinger won that, surprisingly. Then, after that, we had the second qualifier between No Way Jose and Cien Almas. Surprisingly, Cien Almas won this. I'm just going to call him Cien, not Andrade Cien Almas, because just two names is good for me. Really good match. Really love Cien Almas as a heel. And, yeah. Then, after that, we moved into the third qualifier. And it was Elias Sampson versus Roderick Strong. Why the hell would you think Elias Sampson would win this? He is basically a jobber. I mean, he's everything Vince wants in a wrestler, the way he looks, but he's a jobber, surprisingly. I mean, Triple H is in charge of NXT, so I'm not surprised. But winner that was Roderick Strong. And then the fifth and final qualifier was Bobby Roode versus Oni Lorcan. A really good match. All these matches were pretty quick, but also really good in the time length they put in. But your winner of that match is Oni Lorcan, or not Oni Lorcan. It's Bobby Roode. I don't know how I messed up on that. It's Bobby Roode. So Bobby Roode, Roderick Strong, Cien Almas, and Ty Dillinger will all be fighting for a number one contender spot for the NXT Tag Title to take on Nakamura at, I think, TakeOver. I don't know what TakeOver it is. TakeOver San Diego, but the TakeOver before the Rumble. But yeah, guys, really good episode of NXT as always. Really hope you did enjoy, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment, and also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. All those links down below. And if you want to see the rest of the playlist, click playlist link button on the screen somewhere at the end of the video or down below. And as always, have a nice day. I'll see y'all in the next one.